Good. All right. We've been through this before. You know, you're on probation for criminal mischief, and probation office is here today with us. You were placed on probation last November 17th for criminal mischief. And that was for 5 years deferred. You were not found guilty. So that's a good thing. But now we've got a motion to revoke probation that has been filed alleging that you committed assault, bodily injury in December, which was a month after you were placed on probation, then failed to report to the probation office in December and February. Let's see, failed to provide verification of performing community service hours. A special amendment here, an additional one, you failed to submit to a mental health evaluation as directed by the court. What do we have to do that? Can we do that? Get that done while she's in custody? All right, that's what we're gonna do, if you'd be so kind. So here's the problem is that any of those, if it's proven true, then your probation could now be revoked and you could be sentenced up to 2 years in the state jail. How much time has she already had? You can't enjoy being there. You want to get home, don't you? Me too. We're going to find out how much time probate you have. So Mr. Adams is here, is your attorney. You've had a chance to speak with him, right? How's that going?
Good.
Good. You understand everything he says? Good. He's a smart guy. He's a smart guy. So now you can is there an offer that's been made to try to resolve this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But let me ask you, there's restitution involved here, right? It's criminal mischief. Restitution, how much is it? Or is there not?
I got on here, it says $3,150.
Is that from restitution or is that for just fees and other probation fees?
Well, they just, okay.
She doesn't have restitution. Oh, okay. All right. Well, you got that off your back. Have y'all tried to resolve it?
Yeah,
under these circumstances, she's just sitting in jail.
The offer was 1 year. I tried to convey that to her. I don't think she understood that. And then I asked her about what happened with Orange, the case of Orange, and she didn't understand what was going on in Orange.
So what's going on in Orange? Do you have another case pending in Orange County?
I do not think so.
You don't think so?
She,
Well,
because I
you found
wasn't
out.
disposed of, I was still.
Did you find out? Well, so what's probation though?
I don't know anything. I just know.
Could y'all check on anything pending in Orange County that's above a Class C misdemeanor?
Yeah, she's arrested in Orange, December 18th for assault. She was staying at the Women's Center out there in Orange.
Oh, okay.
And she assaulted another resident in there, and she was released.
What do they say? But I don't know how fast Orange moves on that, but I would think if it's something like that, they would follow and move quickly. But could y'all look and find out?
Yeah, I can
Into
do
that. She's got 266. She's just sitting in jail. 266 days now.
Do you want to see if this book came back and they forwarded it?
You know what we need is to find out
No, that's what.
that and also this Orange thing, if what they're gonna do in Orange County. All that.
You don't know
needs to be
anything about
resolved.
it. Nothing about
No.
it.
Have you ever been evaluated for any mental issues before?
No.
No, never? Yeah. How far did you go to school? Did you graduate from high school? You did? Where?
Butter?
At Vider High School? And did you go to college or anything like that? Ma'am?
Sorry.
Okay.
See, that's what I was thinking, Judge, with the difficulty with being able to kind of communicate. And I was thinking it was more of a mental health issue, but that's why I want you to see for yourself.
I don't know. You're not Groupon and neither am I, but from the probation, the experience you've had with her,
I have never met her.
you've never met her. Okay. What was the problem? Going to the meetings, you have to report, or else you're not on probation. You're not on my supervision. I don't know where you are. So if you're not reporting, that's the first thing you have to do Yes, ma'am.
Ordered in June 8th.
So what are we doing about that? You gonna try to do that?
Yeah,
I mean, we help you. We help fix things.
Yeah.
Well, you got a great sense of humor about it. I'll tell you what. Hmm. And did you grow up in Vider area? And you've never been evaluated for any mental issues before? Yeah, okay. You're certainly taking all this well. Certainly find it amusing. Well, here's what I'd like. What do I say? Stand by. Dr. Perpond evaluated her,
Just saying, just,
and she's confident. He knows. You did this in December.
I just want you to see for yourself.
Well, but we did it for a reason. We had that done because everybody, I'm sure, convinced me that she's taking this seemingly lightly and giggles a lot, which I don't find that a bad thing. But well, there's not a lot of giggling here in this room,
No, sir.
except from the lawyers.
So then I can go tell my friends there's a woman hitting on me today. Sit down. So big.
I think she, like every other person on the planet, is just different. And it's not different to a degree that
I'm sorry.
the man I trust would find her incompetent. She's just different. So we all are.
Well, that's true.
All right.
That's absolutely true.
I don't, he evaluated her, and he always does a thorough job. She can understand the legal proceedings, has the ability to communicate with her attorney. Is not in need of involuntary inpatient psychiatric treatment. She did report some psychosocial problems because, and that she's something kind of like a transient, but is dealing with it. You know, all of this shows that she's unique, different, but that doesn't mean that she's incompetent
That's true.
or mentally ill. So we're going to stand by this since this was just a few months ago. This evaluation. So what can we do? Try to resolve this motion or instead of her hearing from me, but she's on deferred or unadjudicated probation. Is there something? And these are the thing that I guess is the elephant in the room is what's going on with the case of assault in Orange County. Can we?
I'll follow through that.
I'm going to give it 1 week just to check.
I gotta come back anyway, so how about
Thank you.
Monday?
We're going to reset this 1 week. Okay,
Perfect.
Miranda, thank you. Get you rolling on this. Terrell Hopkins.
Let me get into.
Oh gosh, what are we going to do? It's a motion to revoke probation as well.
Yes, Judge.
Yes.
We are back. And you are Robert Earl Simpson. And there are two cases. Motion to revoke probation is on the older case, 21-38166.
Yeah.
You were on probation for, looks like theft of metal, some sort of state jail felony. And now you were placed on probation in February of 23. Subsequent to that, a new indictment has been filed as of December of last year, a state jail felony hindering secured creditors. Hello, we've got some prior convictions here on this stuff. State jail, state jail, state jail. They're all state jails though, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's good. They're not third degrees or higher, which would really bump this thing up. So what are we gonna do today?
We are pleased, 18 months state jail.
In both?
Yes.
When on the motion to revoke probation,
Yes, sir.
is, are we gonna use this,
Yes.
count one? All right, does the defendant, and you are Robert Earl Simpson Jr.
Yes, sir.
here with Mr. Dusler, your attorney and the state's attorney. Does the defendant waive formal readings of the motion to revoke probation in 21-38166 and the indictment in 25 CR 1914? Can we proceed in silence?
Yes, sir.
And sir, raise your hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm any statement you make during this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. Lower your hand. In summary, on this motion to revoke probation, this motion states in paragraph 2 that on February 23rd, 2023, in this criminal district court of Jefferson County, Texas, you were sentenced to 2 years in the state jail, and that was suspended. You were placed on regular probation for 5 years for theft of material, metals. And it looks like it was copper. And that was a state jail felony, and you were placed on probation at that point in time. Is that true, sir?
Yes, sir.
Allegation 1 states what this indictment states in 25 CR 1914, an indictment handed up on December 1st of last year. And allegation 1 states that you committed the offense of hindering secured creditors of an amount equal to or more than 2,500 and less than $30,000 on or about April 1st, 2025 in Jefferson County, Texas, which is a state jail felony under this indictment 25 CR 1914. And it looks like it involved an automobile. All right. Do you understand what this alleges? And is this allegation true and correct as it is alleged?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading true voluntarily and because it is true?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that a voluntarily and knowingly made plea of true to one or more violations of probation, that is enough to grant a motion to revoke probation? Your probation can be revoked and you can be sentenced to no less than 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail. Knowing that, do you insist on pleading true today?
Yes, sir.
I find you are pleading true voluntarily. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading true to allegation 1 of this motion to revoke probation. Now, if I was just clairvoyant, I'd know what the deal is. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Computers.
Made this easier. An agreement has been reached here where you would be sentenced, your probation would be revoked, and you would be sentenced to 18 months in the state jail to run concurrently with this new indictment, 25 CR 1914. Is that all true and correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
I intend to follow this agreement. If I do, you have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Today is
15.
15. I show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1 on this set of papers. Did you sign that document, understand it, discuss it with your attorney, or the contents true and correct?
Yes, sir.
State's Exhibit 1 tendered and
No objection.
without objection admitted. This states that you are giving up all rights of appeal if I follow this agreement, which I intend to do so. If nothing further, I'm going to find that there is sufficient evidence supporting this motion to revoke probation to grant it by a preponderance of the evidence or greater as the defendant has pleaded true to allegation 1 of the motion to revoke probation, submitting the offense of hindering secured creditor, which is represented in this new indictment, 25 CR 1914, state jail felony. That is enough to grant this motion to revoke probation by preponderance of the evidence or greater. It is granted, and your probation is hereby revoked. That was earlier placed into the record and for which you were earlier sentenced on this theft of material. Now that your probation is revoked, I am following this agreement. You are hereby sentenced to confinement in the state jail for a term of 18 months. You will be given credit for all time you have served in accordance with that case. Now let's finish up with 25 CR 1914. Does the defendant waive a formal reading of this indictment and arraignment? Can we proceed in summary?
Yes, sir.
Summary. Summary. This indictment alleges that on or about April 1st, 2025, in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the state jail felony of hindering a secured creditor or creditors involving a 2005 Buick automobile. Do you understand fully what you're charged with?
So,
This is a state jail felony, which carries with it confinement in a state jail for any term of not less than 180 days or more than 2 years. In addition, a fine may be assessed not to exceed $10,000. Do you understand?
so,
An agreement's been reached in your case where you would be pleading guilty and sentenced. Is that an 8?
yes, sir.
Hold on. I'm going to use the Arabic numbering system that we commonly use. What happens is when you write on these pads, sometimes the numbers come out funny. Put a number that looks just like a snowman. Okay. An agreement's been reached where you would be sentenced to 18 months in the state jail, which would run concurrently with the previous motion to revoke probation that you were sentenced to a few minutes ago today. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
If I follow this, you have no right of appeal of your case. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to this indictment, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty voluntarily? That is on your own free will and because you are guilty.
Yes, sir.
We'll show you what's marked as State's Exhibit 1 here. Did you sign that document, understand it, discuss it with your attorney, or the contents true and correct?
This opinion judge, this one spot didn't get signed. Thank you.
State's Exhibit 1. Did you understand all of this, and is everything true and correct here?
So,
State's Exhibit 1 tendered into evidence
no, sir.
without objection admitted. This states that you are mentally competent to enter your guilty plea, which freely and voluntarily made. You know what you've been charged with. The indictment's been read to you. That scares me. All three of those guys walking back there. That you are mentally competent. Your plea is freely and voluntarily made. You understand and appreciate the consequences of pleading guilty. You've read the charging instrument, or it's been read to you, the indictment. You were guilty of the crime charged in any lesser included offenses. You were giving up your rights to a jury trial. All of this is true. It states so help you God.
yes, sir.
State's Exhibit 1 is part of the record for all purposes. Pre-sentence report is
Yes,
hereby
sir.
waived. I will follow this agreement. And again, you were pleading guilty to this crime, and we're not using the priors. It's just allegation 1, paragraph 1 of this indictment, the state jail felony. You were pleading guilty voluntarily to the state jail felony and cause number 25 CR 1914. There's sufficient evidence supporting your guilty plea from State's Exhibit what admitted there to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And I now find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt of this state jail felony. I'm following this agreement. You hear my sentence to confinement in the state jail for 18 months. These sentences will run concurrently with each other. Do you understand what has happened today, sir?
Yes, sir.
Anything else?
No.
That is all. Thank you.
Guilty. Right.